Hey folks, good evening and welcome to another edition of Weekly Showcase. Today I have with me Pooja, who was a winner in our Flipkart Big Billion Day Sale Gamification Challenge, if you want to call it that. Very interesting challenge because it was an event. It's now been 2 months, I think. Pooja, 2 months?
Yes, I think somewhere around
It's
October. Yeah,
Yeah,
September, October.
October, November, just leading into the Sera, Diwali, and the Big Billion Day is obviously a hallmark event. But before that, yeah, Pooja, welcome to this little show of ours. Would love to know a little bit more about you. So, would the audience? So, who are you? What do you do, and where you based?
Yeah. Thank you, Akshay. Yeah, I'm currently based out of Amsterdam, and the city of bicycles and lakes and
I don't
canals.
have my helmet here. Normally, in my videos, I have my helmet here. My cycle is just outside.
Yeah, so I moved here like 1.5 year back,
Okay,
and prior to that, I was working with as a strategy and program lead with Aditya Birla Group, and I've
okay,
also worked previously in companies like Tata Group, ANZ Bank, and all that. So I started my journey as a software engineer and moved
okay,
to strategy roles.
okay.
Then when I came here, I took a career break and was also thinking like, what next for me, or where do I want to go ahead in my profession. That's when I came across this exciting field of product management, and I felt somewhere it aligns with my interests, with my skill sets, because it's a very multifaceted role. And I kind of educated myself in this field. I like to learn new things, so that's how it happened. And during that time, during the course, one of the mentors suggested about your organization and the
We'll
fantastic
come to
work
that.
that you
We'll come to that at the end. This much is more than lot of things to talk about there itself. So Amsterdam, let's come to that because I think you're the only member that I know directly in our community. There might be others who kind of register, etc. But Amsterdam, like from a product perspective, because there are a few people. I was having a conversation with Manish who, earlier breaking into PM, and he mentioned that the Europe scene is quite
Yeah.
popular in terms of tech startups and tech products
Yes.
coming up. I'm completely
Yes.
unaware. Is that the case? How is it different from maybe the India market that you see? At least what you hear from people and what people talk about. Is there any difference?
So here, actually, if you get into a tech role, into a product role in a company here in Europe, then
Yeah.
I think you'll also get to do a lot of hands-on work, and it's very technical, heavily technical focused. And if you
Okay.
get want to get into such roles, you need to have prior work experience in that. Like, uh, personally, I have not felt like for a beginner it's easy. So you really need to
Okay.
build that basics right.
Okay,
So
fair enough.
that's what I
Fair
feel.
enough. Maybe we'll have an episode on the experiences in Europe and how it is applying for jobs there and the
Yeah.
tech scene there because there is interest in there because people are interested in this tech scene here, the product scene here. But yeah, there is a significant in there. But that is not the point of discussion of this video. It is about the weekly showcase, and Pooja, as I said, was a winner. And coming to the challenge directly, I mean, this for those who don't know about the challenge, this was what it was. It was about gamifying an online event, which is the Flipkart Big Billion Day. Now, obviously, Amazon also does what is it, Great India Festival or whatever XYZ. But at the end of the day, that two week or 1 week period, how do you ensure that maximum sale happens? The point that we were talking about was increasing the cart size and the checkout. Right, that was the most important thing, and how to capture maximum of the pie of people who are trying to transact online. This year was totally different since there was, I mean, a pandemic and there was a lockdown and people weren't shopping outside. So obviously it was going to be a big event, right? That was a given. But could you do even more and ensure that people actually checked out rather than, because there will be a lot of, and that's what came through also once the sale ended, that a lot of people from tier 2 tier 3 cities, maybe can there be some incentive, can you gamify that experience so that that checkout is better? So Pooja, your idea, I love the idea. I mean, the minute we saw the idea, what was the inspiration for the idea? Like, I mean, this is the idea more than anything else. This is the table. Where did you, like, have you done some research that said that this kind of a pass or this kind of a thing would work for people? Because I remember this was a star challenge and we had a guest on, so, and he's from Decathlon UK, and he too said that this is something that is worth trying. May not work or may work, that is completely different. That's not the point. But it has all the elements that of gamifying at the end, also of generating revenue by itself. So run me through this. How do you thought about this idea? Where did it come from? And, if there was some inspiration that brought you here.
Yeah. So, yeah, sure, Akshay. So, actually, the inspiration for it came from my own problem.
Okay.
So, if you see the first persona in this
This
solution that
one.
I had proposed, yeah,
Are these the ones? Yeah.
the first persona, which
Yeah.
is, though I have mentioned the budget as 10K, but leaving aside that,
Yeah.
actually, my profile fits in very well there because
Okay.
I am not someone who is very well aware of the deals that are running. Like, I'm not a shopaholic. And if
Yeah.
someone tells me that there's a deal running, I will definitely grab it, but I'll not follow it diligently. Like, I'll not plan for it.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to Flipkart, what I realized that if you have to get those privileges, if you have to get those discounts, you need to be a Flipkart Plus member.
Yeah.
And for a Flipkart Plus member, you need to have 200 super coins
Yeah.
accumulated over a period of maybe a year, or if you are a very heavy spender, then maybe you have to spend that much money to
Yeah.
actually get
Yeah.
that Flipkart benefit.
Yeah.
So now, if I have to buy on Flipkart during the Big Billion Days sale, and suppose I come to know of it only just the
A
night
day.
before,
Yeah.
right? Or maybe on the day, then how do I enter it? Then I can never do it because for me, 12,000 spending and in one go is very difficult and impossible.
Yeah.
So I was actually thinking from my problem perspective that if somebody gives me exclusive early access, then I can get in and do that. But for that, how do I incentivize the user? So the point came here, if I give them an early access, but how? Through a deal pass. Now,
Yeah.
from a psychological perspective, if someone commits to through buying even a small amount, then the
Yeah.
person actually intends to buy. So I thought, let me hook the user by
Skin in the game,
spending
right?
even that.
The term is
Sorry.
skin in the game. If you have your skin in the game,
Yeah,
you kind of then
exactly.
are motivated also to take a look again, right?
Exactly. So the idea was to hook the user. If I have spent 500 rupees, even if
Yeah.
it is non-refundable, because I've committed that first step I've taken, I will definitely buy so that I at least get the ROI of that 500.
I think the thinking Indian mentality will be like, at least I should get 500 worth of return to put it in. And I don't think 500 is a huge amount these days, especially if people are buying like a smartphone, which is what these sales are. Like, they are big, intensely popular for mobile category, right? Intensely popular for large ticket size purchase, because the discount also, then they get that 1,500 or 2,000 or whatever on the card rate. Fair enough. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah. So that was the first persona. And then I thought maybe there might be people who are always looking out. And I know some of my friends are always on the lookout for new phones and all.
You
So
wonder why,
I,
right? You wonder what this persona is, because you don't really, but there are such people who are always on the
yes,
hunt for new deals and new phones and new things.
yes,
But
yes.
yeah, there definitely there's this persona. Yeah.
Yes. So that was an assumption in my mind. So what I did was I went on with some research. I interviewed a couple of friends and on the product forums. That's when I came to know that there are people who already wanted to buy like a 15,000 worth of phone, or like they were,
Purchase. Yeah.
this phone was the major buying
Earmarked.
item.
It was
Yeah.
earmarked that during the sale I'm going to buy.
Yes.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's how I thought. Then my 500, the first persona will not fit them. That will fit someone for me maybe, but for
Yeah.
the other two, it might be something else. So, and of course, these people also would be the one who are like very aspirational buyers. They want a very expensive phone and they want to flaunt it on social media, right? So that's where the point came of how do I make them shine as a star on
Yeah.
in their respective peer networks. And that's
Right.
how came the idea of a badge, which I thought should apply only to the last group because they are also high spenders and they're very aspirational, very very socially active individuals.
Yeah, fair enough. So I actually, when I read that last one, that is what kind of sold me on. Not that I am in that segment, but I kind of could pick out at least 3 or 4 personalities that I know who would love to buy this just for the value of bragging. I understand these days it is very little that you can brag about, because almost everybody has an iPhone or everybody has a decent enough phone. So it's very little to brag about, but this is exclusivity, right? It is like, those very similar to Credit Club. I'm a part of Credit Club, got exclusive access to an event. Now there are no events. Now there is literally nothing happening which is in the physical domain that you can, showcase to people. And this felt like that thing. So well done with that. Great idea. You had countless other ideas which you've been having. So the credit to you. I mean, you put in a lot of effort into that, but unfortunately we couldn't grade you on those ones. This was enough to get you the victory. The other part of this was that, this was a star challenge. So Pooja will be working with us on a project. We'll be having more details, and I'm hopeful that we'll get working on that very, very soon, and we'll be seeing Pooja active on that front. But apart from that, how has your experience been? You said, it's been a transition. You've been somebody who's got, and I saw your first solutions, and I said, this is somebody who's heavy strategy focused, because those decks looked heavy with content, relevant content. And I was like, this is a very different mold of person. So how has your transition been from, totally into strategy, creating decks for senior management to action on, and now actually working on, or actually implementing, or actually working on the things that maybe they were there in some strategy deck by somebody else? What has been your journey like?
Right. So honestly, the credit goes to our first conversation, Akshay, the one-on-one feedback that I had with you. And that day, actually, my eyes were open to the fact that the mistakes that I was doing. So I still
I
remember
wouldn't
that
call
you
them
were,
mistakes. I would call them a way of presenting and communicating. They're not mistakes. They're,
yeah.
they're completely fine, but there is a certain way.
Yeah. So honestly, like you kind of told me that this is something which is, is more is expected of a product manager. Like you have to be very like over communicate your ideas
Yeah.
to the people who are reading your documents, and it should be self-explanatory.
Yeah.
And my deck that day was, especially on the Google challenge, that was my first challenge on UX Hack, was very high level, very strategy focused, as you pointed out. So I think a lot of the credit goes to your feedback session, and this is
I'm
something.
glad, but I'd like to be a little humble and say I would love to know more on, the transition, because
Yeah,
I understand that that was the point that the transition started. But what happened after
right.
that? Because you've put in a lot
Yeah.
of hard work. I've seen the hard work. How has the
Right.
experience been?
Yeah, so after you mentioned, I took like I looked at a lot of similar solutions by some of the wonderful folks who keep contributing on your platform. So
Right.
that gave me an idea of how I should structure. And basically after that, I also looked at like a lot of other blogs on how product managers need to communicate with the teams, and we need to really detail out the things.
Yeah.
And it should be self-explanatory to everyone. Like I don't need to be present there physically to be able to explain my document. It should
Absolutely.
answer all the questions that are there in the reader's mind. So you have to think from the perspective of who is reading. So that's how I started transitioning. And one very also good thing which happened because of thanks to UX Hack is I transitioned to Notion, which kind of made my writing more free flowing. Earlier I was constrained by the size of a PowerPoint slide. Now I had the entire document to myself, and I could do whatever with it, so that wider canvas was available to me. So that's how it actually happened.
It's interesting, right? People think about, strategy and product, what is the difference? And when you come down to the granular aspects, and when you actually start working, you'll see that these are these minor things that you change. Because when we saw your earlier solutions also, it was the same thing. The thought process isn't incorrect, but way to communicate and get people in, maybe that has to be, the style has to be different, right? Like a strategy guy
Storytelling.
gets, yeah, that the start, yeah, storytelling, as you say, the strategy guy sends the deck, management reads it, and then you get to present. That's when you really get to show yourself. Whereas a product guy most likely will not get a chance even to present. It's going to go through a set of people and it's going to get approved or rejected. Great, that's been great. And now, where you headed? What's your journey like now? You're transitioning. What are you planning? What are your plans for future? And you're based in a fantastic country, so there वहाँ पे तो सब कुछ ही अच्छा ही ऐसे लगता है. But apart from that, from the product perspective, what's your plan for the future?
Right. So, Akshay, I am currently working on two projects.
Okay.
One is my own side project, which I started in May this year, and I put it on hold. But I
Okay.
again, started working on it,
Okay.
and planning to launch it in the next 15 days or 15-20 days. That
Look
is
forward to
one.
that.
Secondly, yeah, thank you. Secondly, I also got a project with the Programming Pathshala, the
Okay.
co-founders Anup and Bharat. So they were kind enough to give us the opportunity. So I'm working to help them improve one of their programs. So Programming Pathshala is actually on a very humble mission to equip students and early stage professionals with coding skills and data structures and algorithms, and helping them with interview prep so that they can transition or move into top tier firms.
Okay.
So here the goal is to help them improve that their newly launched program, the offering.
Interesting.
That's where I'm working. And thirdly, definitely, I look
The
forward
project.
to
I'm
learning.
also looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the project that we'll be doing soon,
Yes.
and it's been a great conversation. And there are lots more things to talk about. The journey from user research. I remember when there was this challenge on research, and the enlightenment kind of came in that research, when you do user research, it's not goal driven, it's driven. But maybe one another day we'll have some other conversation. That time we'll dwell on that. But for today, it's been fantastic. Thank you so much for taking time out, and it's been a pleasure speaking to you. Wish you all the best with your projects, and looking forward to you joining in with the project that for which you won this challenge. And hopefully we'll roll that out to the audience, and they'll also see the benefits. And all the best for your upcoming side project that you're going to launch soon. We really look forward to that. To share the links with us whenever that goes live. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.